industry for the whole digital ecosystem to be healthy, to be vibrant, to be devoid of hatred. Period, over and out. And so to me, that's the conversation I want to be in. It's not to boycott or not to boycott. It's just not the way I think. It's really, how do we collectively, marketers, social platforms, the technology and the readers, come together to create something that is better than what it is now. And to me, that's the way to tackle all of this.
So the combination of these large number of networks, large number of devices is what's driving the momentum. So we expect that the takeoff for 5G is going to take us to 2.8 billion subscribers already by 2025. And at that point that we will have almost 50% of the traffic in the mobile network will be carried by the 5G portion of the network.
You're seeing a lot of different innovation as well. Now, you talked about, like, the camera is like iterative, or the bigger displays, but all that technology has been evolving over the past decade, right? And even today, your camera is not that same, point and shoot camera that you once had. It's using a lot of AI technology on the device. So even though the form factors may seem similar, right, from generation to generation, I think the technology underneath that form factor is evolving, and including like this display technology, the higher resolutions and everything else like that.
What I would say is 5G is going to enable a much more immersive usage model with your phones. While today we're talking on Zoom with 4G networks and with Wi-Fi, we're looking at it from a 2D dimension. In the near future, as you're watching a sporting event through 5G, you're going to very easily be able to pick which angle you want to view that event from. When we're sitting here in Zoom, high probability this will be more like a holographic experience as opposed to a two-dimensional experience. That's all going to require more storage, more memory, and more bandwidth, which 5G will enable, and which your handsets and whatever devices you have, these mobile devices, will allow you to work.
This has been a sea change moment for us. The fields of telemedicine and teleeducation are never going to look the same. People have been forced to adapt to something that was previously maybe a fringe element, and now it's mainstream. But 5 months ago, how many people had done Zoom conferences versus now? I mean, it's just part of life now. And same thing with virtual visits with your physician. That used to be a very subspecialty area. Now everyone's done that, and everyone, it's going forward. There's no going back now. Technology does not replace boots on the ground, but I think we're going to find that it really augments what is possible.
We are very clear that data plays a huge role, and that when we talk about reimagining FedEx at the intersection, it's we are sitting on the world supply chain data. I mean, we have roughly 20 million packages a day now, and each of them having 25 scans, per package. And in fact, during the pandemic, I got calls from the State Department asking which country is coming out of recession faster and by a week, and so on and so forth.
Right. Yeah. You guys are a leading economic indicator.
Yeah, we are, and so how do we kind of use that information and data really to create value-added services for our customers? So we got to prioritize that.
Just to make a point how that particular bit of information drives performance. Our turnaround time in operating rooms is about 30 minutes. If you compare us to other well-known New York hospitals, their operating turnaround time is about an hour and a half, 2 hours.
What accounts for that?
Well, because the data, everybody sees the data. so we understand all the parts to the delays, and we put it up. And so there's transparency created across the institution.